The 45-year-old franchise is back with Evil Dead Burn. Let's talk. I really liked the first two low-budget Evil Dead films. Wasn't a fan of Army of Darkness, not my cup of tea. Really liked the 2013 remake. Absolutely loved Evil Dead Rise. I think most fun I had in 2023 in a theater. Now this film is not as good as Evil Dead Rise, which is my favorite of the franchise, but still a good entertaining horror film. Directed by Sebastian Vanicek, like all other Evil Dead films, this film also takes place mostly in one location. In this film's case, it's an old ancestral house where a grieving family reunites after a funeral. And slowly, each of them starts turning into Deadites. It's what you call these undead creatures in Evil Dead franchise. The gore is still there and is as brutal as ever. Also, some of the kills are really creative. Just a heads up though, there is a scene involving some animal violence which some viewers might find disturbing. I know I did. The franchise's blend of horror and dark comedy is still intact and it works really well. There is one dinner table sequence in this film which is done so well. It is so intense, like you're constantly wondering and waiting for something bad to happen, and then it does. I love how the film uses these quick insert close-up shots with SFX to really put you inside the mind of these characters. It's a very anxiety-inducing scene and I found myself getting anxious, though it's not very difficult to make me anxious. I'm a very anxious person. And there is a fantastic one-take sequence in the second half of the film which almost plays like an action sequence, and it's technically very impressive. Now all the performances in the film are solid, but there isn't one standout performance like Jane Levy in 2013 Evil Dead or the brilliant Alyssa Sutherland in Evil Dead Rise. Atmosphere is another big positive here. I mean, creepy forest, an old house, some snowfall. It's all very creepy, unsettling, but also beautiful at the same time. Sebastian Vanicek really gets creative with some of the camera work and some of the kills in the film. I think it does a good job considering that this is only his second feature film. His first one being Infested, which by the way, if you're a horror fan, you should check that out on Amazon Prime Video. Now for the things that didn't work for me in the film. I think the biggest issue is the pacing of the film. The film takes a while to get going, and throughout the film, its pacing is like a sine and cos wave. And this happens, I think, because the family drama in the film, the characters and the storyline and its drama is just not that interesting and engaging. Like for example, in Evil Dead Rise, which focused on this mother and her three children, the three children being chased by their possessed mother, it actually made for some intense and funny dramatic sequences. Also, you really cared for those children. I mean, you don't care much about these people in this film. Now, of course, I know what you're thinking, but Anmol, Evil Dead is supposed to be fun. Kato, maro, ukhado, खून and खराबा ये वो. I know, but वो उतना fun भी नहीं है movie की इस चीज को compensate कर पाए. Like for example, there is a deadite dog in the film. Now that could have made for some very fun sequences, but I think the film just doesn't explore that concept enough, and the dog is hardly used in the film. And while I still enjoyed this film, I couldn't help but feel that the Evil Dead formula is starting to get a bit stale. I mean, it's not bad or boring, but it's just not as exciting as it used to be. Well, that's my life in general. That being said, I think the ending makes up for a lot of these issues. It's very exciting and the gore is very gory. Full khoon kharaba. Also, I liked how the final villain in the film is an analogy for a toxic, abusive husband. That's a nice thematic touch. Overall, if you are an Evil Dead fan, you're going to enjoy this film. But if you have never connected with the franchise, then this film is not going to convert you. But if you're looking for a fun, gory horror film full of deadites, creative kills and blood, lot of blood, then Evil Dead Burns delivers exactly that. If you like this video, please follow me on my Instagram and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.